What do you want? A cheap land which you might face consequence? But I have bought cheap and suffered. The deep sea port used to belong to me. 20 acres. I bought it cheaply, no papers. And the person told me I have integrity. The governor is my son. I will get the paper. Today, I didn't get any papers. And at the time, somebody was showing me banana land, which was more expensive. And I thought I was smart by buying cheap. But I had now found out I wasn't smart because I lost everything. 1978 Land Use Decree and 1993 Lagos State Land Law makes you to be powerless. Absolutely, totally powerless. All land belongs to the government. Lagos State now added to it by an act of a House of Assembly that from Ikoyi to Epe, left and right, 2 kilometers is controlled by the state. They have the powers to just take the land, allocate, regulate, use as they wish. So now somebody say, oh, there are demolition. In the places where there's demolition, there is law. Take the government to court if you are sure that you have people. It will be difficult for the government to have been the one that went through all this process and come to demolish your house. The only reason will be a public use that is for greater public. I, Matthew Ashimolowo, I've been the greatest victim of that. It was the land where my church was that was taken for Olympic Stadium 2012. I couldn't override the government of the United Kingdom.
So not just in Nigeria?
No, I'm talking United Kingdom. The Olympics 2012 was in England. It was KRCC land. That's where the main bowl sits, where my preaching ground stands. It's where it was taken. If a person looks at Makarios and he says, oh my God, look at the amount. What do you want? A land which you cannot rest, which every time a call comes from Lagos, your mind is not at peace? Or the one which you know that if they had no approval, they wouldn't be doing what they are doing. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing of Makarios is costing us 9 billion. Layout for this estate, 120 million. Survey, 200-300 million. C of O, over 1 billion. And for us to build something that is truly legacy, foundation is 3 billion. The infrastructure in this estate is running into 10 billion. Makarios is changing the narrative in this corridor.
Yes.
When you buy those 20 million naira plots, there's no road. They will come back to you and ask for money for road development fee. They are not even talking of properly tarred or paved road. I fear for those who are buying in estates in this corridor where they did not see evidence of proper drains. Lagos is a place of high water table. So you have a soakaway here where your waste goes to, and you have your borehole here. They can interface, and you may be drinking the water from your It's not exaggeration. In Makarios, we are going to have 4 tanks. 1 have already been built. That tank is 575,000 liters. There will be 3 of that. These terraced houses, 24 already almost completed. The villas, 14 out of the 18 which we got approval for. By July ending, they'll be ready. Real estate in Nigeria is dependent on where you buy the land and the quality of documentation. If you buy Ikoyi, your return on your money is 2 years. If you buy VI Lekki Phase 1, 4 years. If you buy from Lekki Phase 1 into the rest up to Ibeju, your return is probably somewhere between 4 and 6 years. Makarios returned in 1 year. You see, people also are emotional buyers. I know people abroad, because they grew in Ibadan, you can't sell Lagos to them. But they don't realize it will not return. People know my name. I can't hide. If a realtor were to collect money and run away, where would I run to? Our reputation is at stake. We didn't come into real estate because we needed money. We're doing this because we wanted to show legacy.
Yes.
And the legacy is here.
We witnessed the incredible launch of Makarios Luxury Place. And let me tell you, it was an event to remember. Investors and dignitaries from all over the world came together to buy into this amazing dream.
The dream is become a reality. We didn't sell to people a lie. It was very costly, but whatever it took, I made it happen.
Viva a Cartola, viva a Candeia, viva a Cuíca do Mestre Marçal, viva a Portela, viva a Mangueira, viva o fundo do nosso quintal. Viva a Cartola, viva a Candeia, viva a Cuíca do Mestre Marçal, viva a Portela, viva a Mangueira.
Makarios Luxury Place is the visionary project of Matthew Ashimolowo, and it's the first luxury estate in sub-Saharan Africa to feature an awe-inspiring water display as as its centerpiece.
Viva o samba de partido alto, de enredo, de roda, de choro e canção. Viva o batuque no couro, no aro, na faca e no prato e na palma da mão.
Just 24 hours after the launch, we had an exclusive sit-down with the mastermind behind it all. He shared some exciting details about the estate and its bright future. So I can see that the roads have been tarred, the
Yes.
street lights.
Yes.
So tell me, I'm sure this is a very big feat for you. How has it been? I mean, coming into this particular part of real estate and doing something this magnificent.
I think one of the things with Makarios is the fact that it wasn't like something we get crashed into. First of all, the land in our hand is about 24 years. And during those periods, you will have meditated on, if I had the chance, if I had the money, this is what I will do. And one of the things at the back of my mind was always to have an estate that gives people the feeling that Nigeria is great. Nigeria is awesome. Nigeria is a place you can live in. And I've traveled too much to build rubbish, both in Europe and Africa. Can you believe confidence that there are African nations that give you a European feel? If you go to Namibia, if you go to some parts of South Africa, if you go to Botswana, oh my God, Botswana. Hey, these are nations which you are saying, Africa, Leleisha. The roads are clean, the roads are good, the things work. And so if you know that you came into the real estate space not with the intent to just make money and run away, then build a dream. Makarios is an attempt to build a dream. That's why you can see, like we promised, all 28 roads already done. 3 major roads tarred. There are 4 lanes. And then the remaining 25 roads, all with paving stones, fully done. And engaging Nigerian contractors. Houses which we said we will build, already we've started. These terraced houses, 24 already, almost completed. 24. Not waiting for even the client to have paid. These, the villas, 14 out of the 18 which we got approval for. We're almost done. The 14 are almost totally done. In fact, by July ending, they'll be ready. Because the guys who own it, one person said, I'm coming home in August. I said, your house will be ready when you come in August. Amazing. You know, then people don't know what Makarios is. Makarios is, I'm glad when the governor was launching yesterday, he was looking for the word to describe Makarios. He said town.
As your governor, I feel truly proud that I've been invited to come and see this masterpiece at the Makarios Luxury Town, or should we say a city.
It's a town because when you have 10,000 people living in a place, it's a town. If you are driving through some places in America, you see the name of the town. Some tiny town, they say something like Willow Creek, 600 population. And they call it a town. It's on America's map as a town. Makarios is a town. How come it's a town? There'll be 24 transformers.
Oh my.
They are right now at the port being cleared.
Wow.
14 panels that will handle the power. Right now at the port also being cleared.
Oh my God.
2 massive generators specially built for the water display place. The 2 generators are 500 because the water display place needs 800. So we deliberately made it to be 2 500s. And Caterpillar specifically built, so it's taken 10 months from build to delivery. So it's also at the ports to be cleared. Everything is now on ground. Everything is now on ground. And our MEP people, mechanical, electrical, plumbing people, had to go to Turkey to bring in the powered cables that will take power to every plot and every house. As I'm talking to you, it's in our warehouse. We have a warehouse, which is part of another thing I do. I have this crusade that takes compassion to people. So we have a massive warehouse. We have 4 policemen. We have 20 unarmed police. We have 4 dogs every time on our premises. So Makarios is not ofege. It's not fake. It's real. As you can see, February this time last year, you and I were
working
in the bush here and we're clearing. In fact, no, before February, you followed me into the forest.
2021 into the forest.
Oh yeah, we had monkeys.
Monkeys. We had to come with.
And for those animal rights people, the monkeys have moved away. We did not kill them.
They migrated.
They migrated backwards to the other side. All the monkeys moved, But in order for you to know that we are very committed to nature, all our streets are in the name of birds.
Yes.
All 28 roads and streets in Makarios. Roads are the 4-lane, streets are the 2-lane. All are in the name of birds. All of them. And I plan to live on Eagle Drive. We're selling all the plots, but my plot is not for sale. I want to live here.
Yes. Okay, so black clients, people say it's expensive. We've tried to communicate the value.
Okay.
People just look at the exterior and say, is it not just land? Basically, because we have a lot of lands being sold along the same corridor.
Yes.
Not at this price.
Yes.
They will try our best possible to make them understand what they are buying.
Yes.
So I think it's also imperative that they are hearing from the visionaire.
Yes.
Why it is that price.
Okay.
The value they are getting.
When you buy a Makarios land, the difference between Makarios land and other lands is this. When you buy land along this corridor, you might just buy a 300 square meter for 20 million, a 500 square meter for 30 or 40 million. But let me show you. Number one, they'll come back to you and say it has nothing to do with electricity. They'll charge you for the electricals that are in the estate. And there's no cable to your plot. We put cable. Let me just break it down this way. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing of Makarios is costing us 9 billion. 9 billion.